Welcome back to the Poker Dome here in Las Vegas. Head-to-head play continues. Just a moment ago, one of the most dramatic moments in Poker Dome history. Perez needed that 5. It was all he had left. Waterman, whose heartbeat had never been over 105, went up to about 460. And it kept Perez in a big lead, which Waterman has now chipped away. It has a 60,000 chip difference between these two, 180,000 to 120,000, and head-to-head play continues. Waterman wins this one by default. The blinds, remember, are 20 and 40,000.
And because of that, Barry, you really can't let the guy in the big blind get a walk.
Two bad hands here. Let's see who plays what. Waterman throws it away.
And I'm surprised. I really expect Dennis Waterman, with all his experience, to recognize the relationship between these huge blinds and the chip stacks and just keep making the inexperienced Danny Perez make decisions.
Perez will fold the Jack-6 here.
On the other hand, Waterman might be thinking, look, this guy isn't going to make any moves on me. If he has a hand, he's going to bet it big, and if he doesn't, he's going to fold. So I don't need to do anything crazy.
This could be interesting also.
Player 2 is all in.
Waterman going all in with a 10-9.
Can't call.
Player 5
Perez says I can't do it. Put Waterman into the lead again. By 60,000, now 180,000 to 120,000 in Waterman's favor.
Call.
Player 5 calls.
Perez calling with a 9-4. Waterman a 10 deuce.
I check.
Player 2 checks.
So he'll go to the flop. Both these guys staying pretty calm, as you see by the heart monitor. Waterman a pair.
Perez with an up and down straight draw.
I'm all in.
Waterman going all in.
Player 5 calls.
Draw.
There you go.
He calls, and we are. Perez is at risk. He's looking for a 6 or a jack.
That's what he's got to have, or it's over.
That's it.
Doesn't happen, and Waterman comes back from the dead to defeat an absolutely game Danny Perez. You got to give it up for Perez, and Waterman, who I'm sure for a time thought he was all done dancing, comes back to win our 4th seat at our final qualifying table. Dennis Waterman, tonight's winner.
Look at my heartbeat. Thank you, God.
Well, are you ready to be part of the most exhilarating and breathtaking poker series ever? Every week, 6 lucky players are flown out here to Las Vegas to compete inside the Poker Dome. We'd love to welcome you to the game, so log on to mansionpoker.com. You can earn your shot at $1 million just like these people. Those 3 players all will be at our $1 million table. That man right there, Dennis Waterman, hopes he will be too. And for Danny Perez, there is no joy in finishing second, but I'll tell you what, he just played great. Both are with Leanne.
Thanks, Barry. I'll first start with our runner-up, Danny. Danny, in that heads-up play, you went back and forth. You were the chip leader. You just couldn't seem to close the deal against Dennis.
I know. When that 5 came out on that river, I couldn't believe it. I felt bad. I apologized. that's a bad beat. It's as bad as it's going to get.
Now, do you think you held up pretty well against a guy that's been playing for 40 years and you've only been playing a little over a year?
Absolutely. I think I tried my best. Just couldn't go all the way.
All right. Well, we appreciate you playing, and thank you again for your service to our country. Dennis, first of all, congratulations. You're a $25,000 winner. Now, what do you think going up against the guy that just started playing poker, basically?
I couldn't tell it by his actions. I mean, he played really well. He played like somebody who had been playing for 10 years, and I didn't feel like I held a lot of cards, but the 2 times I had good hands, he threw his hand away without playing. So I don't know. He had good radar or something.
Well, you know, most of the tournament you were doing pretty well. You had a command of the table, and then when you went up to heads-up play, it just seemed like he had something on you, didn't he?
Yeah, he seemed to play really well heads up. I mean, I really give him all the credit, you know.
All right, well, I think they're bringing in your check right now. Here comes Candace with your check for $25,000. Now, you're going to be back in 3 weeks. What are you going to do between now and then? And you're going to try your hand at $50,000.
I am going to probably play some poker.
I think that's probably a good bet, right? All right, our winner tonight, Dennis Waterman, $25,000. Richard, Barry, back to you.
All right, thanks, Leanne. Well, our final $1 million qualifier is now 2/3 full. Dennis Waterman wins it tonight. He joins the Englishman Ryan Hall, the Canadian Zach Williamson, and Carl Olson from Seattle, Washington. 4 very good players making up 2/3 of our final table. And that is a wrap for us for this week. For my partners, Michael Koenig and Leanne Tweeden, I'm Barry Tompkins. See you next week.